Rose.
Hi, my name is Rose Bunner Gaskins, and I'd like to welcome you to the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs. I am the director of the office, have been at Hopkins for 14 years, work with a number of student groups. Our main charge is to support multicultural groups. We have about 21 multicultural student groups registered at Hopkins. They include anything from multicultural groups such as African American, Asian American, American Indian, and Latin American students. The greatest benefit I feel in having an Office of Multicultural Student Affairs is supporting the needs of multicultural students. It's often that the greater society does not understand the need or the difference in treatment for multicultural students at a predominantly white campus. For a student to be able to come in after having experienced something uncomfortable, racial, whatever, they need some type of supporting office that will allow them an opportunity to process the experience. Our office helps students process and figure out how to handle those types of situations. Should we respond? Because it's not always that you should. When something is blatantly ignorant, maybe it's a time where you don't respond. If it's something where you can provide a teaching opportunity, then maybe you do respond. I'm happy to say that after working here for a number of years, we have truly been able to find ways of working together. And that makes me excited as a director. I feel that we have greater opportunities of working with greater numbers of students. I find that students themselves, or we feel that students themselves, see the office as a supportive entity. We see great diversity at Hopkins, and therefore that diversity needs to be represented, supported. Multicultural students need to feel that they are indeed an important part of this university. Culture always brings something to the table that does not exist without diversity. And when I say diversity, I mean colors, I mean culture, I mean size, I mean some of everything. Some of the other programming that we have, such as SEED, Students Educating and Empowering for Diversity, offers also an opportunity for students to learn more about diversity and offers students an opportunity to be a part of a teaching entity where they are learning about other cultures but are also teaching about other cultures. One of the things that we repeatedly hear is white students say, it just seems to us that there's so much opportunity for multicultural students to have greater levels of programming, and so they feel left out of something that's happening for cultural groups. Cultural groups feel that whites have it all, and so you don't understand that we are just trying to find opportunities to have a piece of the pie. So though it looks to you that we have it all, because we have special programs set aside for us, it is because we're not where we should be, that we're still siloed, we're still separate. Though we are all at the same university, we very often, more times than not, are working in separate communities. What the office works toward is the time where we won't have to have an Office of Multicultural Student Affairs, where there is greater support for multicultural students in the larger society, in the larger setting, so that we're all working together, that there is greater understanding for multicultural groups, that there is greater understanding and therefore teaching in classrooms about all of history, not just white history, not just European history, not just 90% of what we teach at Hopkins being about white students, white society, the larger society, but where we're teaching all of history. That's what this office looks forward to.